Hey, it's me, Shakira. So, how you doing? Today is February the 4th, and I am going to show you how to start your seeds from scratch. We're not going to jump onto any other subject today. We're going to really stick to this because I don't want to fall too far off and get anyone confused. This video is specifically to show you guys how to start your seeds, and that is what we're going to do. I actually already planned out my seeds. So I did my list last night. I will do another video showing you guys how I do this. I actually show you, I'm in the process of transitioning books as well, because this was supposed to be my workout book, but look how big it is, right? So who wants to keep track of, oh, I got the wrong book. Right, I'm the queen of books. So, yeah, who wants to keep track of garden seeds in this big old book? So basically on January the 29th, this was what I planted. And this was my homemade map. I don't want to focus too much on it, but this is what I'm going to do for this as well, but I'm going to do a separate video. Right now, I'm just going to go to a page. Oh, I don't even have to do that because I did that yesterday. I already planned out where I'm going to put the seeds. I forgot. So that's even better because then I can solely focus on the seeds. So let me get the page out so I can get to it. Hold on. I'll be back. Brief moment. Said, why not get some water while I was at it? So yeah, here is my map that I did for today. So basically today we're gonna do a few things. I'm not planting the whole tray of seeds. I'm actually just gonna do half of the tray. So we're only gonna go 3 rows down, 1, 2, 3. These 3 will be empty. I have a Hex Pro tray. I'm going to actually lay the seeds out real quick. The video showed you guys a video before this showing you what all you need. So hopefully you were able to go and get that. If not, it's okay. You'll know after today. This is the starting mix that I use. This is a very, very messy project. So I do not recommend doing it somewhere where you don't want to get dirt. This is my garage. This is my little table. I already have my sticks ready for when the seeds start to sprout. Hey, there's Ian. Say hi, Ian.
Hello.
So I already have my sticks ready for when the seeds start to sprout, but I can't use those yet because, close that door, sweetie. Because we have to put the lid on, and of course it won't go on with those sticks sticking out. So basically we're going to go ahead and show you guys starting process. Not much talking until we start getting the seeds ready, so you can kind of just watch what we do. Sorry, you kind of just watch what we do to get the dirt in the pot, in the Hex Pro, and we'll go from there. Okay. You want to get a shovel out of the bin? Yep. So we're only doing the first 3 rows. So basically you're just going to slide the dirt into the holes. I wouldn't recommend mushing them in because you can kind of shake the tray a little and make it all mat down. Throughout this whole process, even when you get the seeds in, you don't have to push everything down into the holes. Quick tip, it's always best when, well, I'm doing pot garden and I'm putting some stuff in the ground as well, but it's always best to use the starting mix, because if you use planting mix, there's fertilizers and different composts and stuff, and the seeds get their nutrients from themselves, so it's kind of hard. It's like heavy on them. If you're like me, you watch many different videos on YouTube, and the one thing that you'll notice is everybody has a different technique. Me personally, we're doing these in pods. We are beginning gardeners. We did do this last year, and we had a lot of trial and error, but we did great when it came to getting the seeds to germinate from the seed starting mix. So that's what we went back to this year. And when I look up stuff, it does say it is like one of the best options. So, by the time you're finished putting your mix in, it should pretty much look like this, all the way to the top, straight down. I don't care how much we hit it, it's still to the top, right? And then what do we do next?
And then you don't have to get like a pin, but like we get like little tiny pins. First we have to get the water and like water a little bit. Yeah,
so we do a light mist to wet the dirt a little, because although we're going to water the plants when they're done, underneath the seed should be a little moist already. I'm just getting like this extra dirt out. It's not much, but there's a lot right there. So yes, Ian is correct. Keep in mind, Ian's going to start his own YouTube channel soon as well, teaching kids. It'll be a little bit easier when kids, it's water in there already, love. It's a little easier when kids learn from kids compared to adults sometimes. It's just, you know, they kind of can relate to their own kind. So Ian's actually making sure that the mist is ready, and we're going to wet all the dirt all the way down.
Some of them might have like a little, like you need like a little bit more.
Yeah, but we kind of like packed it out, yeah. So this one shouldn't. But you know, I'm pretty sure we'll have a video where we will. I normally do not do all of this, but because I'm trying to do a video, I want to make sure it's as neat as possible so you guys can see exactly what's going on. So basically, according to my map, I did my map just like the cells, if you can see. So every cell has a seed that has dirt, and of course to you, you can't read it, but to me I can. So my first let me show you guys what we're planting. We're going to do some flowers today, and we're going to do some vegetables.
Are these the ones that don't need fertilizer?
Huh?
Are these the ones that don't need fertilizer?
What do you mean?
That don't need to get fertilized by bees?
You mean pollinated, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is the time. Keep in mind, we are planting things that need to be pollinated now. There's no need to wait. By the time we get it out of the garage and outside, it'll be that time. There's a pencil inside the drawer. We use a pencil or a pen, or you can use these sticks. I don't suggest using a screwdriver. It was a pencil. You see it? Okay. So basically, the first two is cabbage, and that's this upper. So I'm going to bring the camera a little closer so you can kind of see how small of a hole we're going to make for the seeds. Put it back there. Put it back there. Okay, so we make a little opening like that small. It's real little. And that's only because the seeds are really small. But really with these cabbage seeds, you don't have to really make a big opening. But in most cases, I make a hole like this in the middle. You could use the eraser side too. I do this because it's easier to get it all done at one time and then come back and put the seeds in. But if you're putting multiple seeds, then yes, I recommend you make more than one hole. Today, I'm going to do 2 seeds per pod. So let me set the camera back up, you guys, and just watch me go from there. Can't wait until we like get to where I can get my mount and everything, and then you won't have to really, there we go. You won't have to really worry about me touching the camera much. So first 2 pods are going to be the red seeds, and they are really, really tiny. They're that small.
Oh, I thought they were that small. Yeah.
See how small they are? Yeah. So seeds like these, you just can drop them on the top if you want. I put 3 of these. You can always kill it off if you don't want them all. It's up to you, you know, but in my case, I usually keep them all. Somebody's gonna always need one. You hear the birds? It's that time, right? You can package that back in there, love. And as I put them in, I can just check it off that I've done it. So I'm doing this pretty quick because I don't want the video to be that long. We're already 11 minutes in. Because these are so small, we don't have to
make big holes.
Yeah. You can actually sit it at the top. And then you can use this point to push them in. With these little seeds, if you're not, I have 4 eyes, I just don't have my glasses on today. But if you're like me, I recommend pushing the seed in right after because you're not going to be able to see it. It's so little. So we have red cabbage, regular cabbage, and then we're doing basil. We're going to do basil because our basil did really good last year, and it was actually a gift. And the basil is just as small. It's probably smaller than the cabbage.
It is.
Like, I can't even see it dropping, so.
Yeah, I can.
I feel like one just fell somewhere else. And I did that a lot last year.
You put 3 in here.
I know, I put 3 in the other one as well.
How do I see that?
Only because basil is something that we really enjoyed last year, and we ate it. Like,
I put it in my spaghetti once.
Once. He did it a few times.
No, I didn't.
That's a good thing.
That was another recipe.
But the funny part is we actually cooked with the basil as well, so it worked out perfect. We're also doing squash. A lot of these that we're doing are like March, April. So if they stay in here for the next 4 to 6 weeks, they'll go out right on time. So I don't want to say it wrong, but I think we're supposed to plant these upside down so that way when it pops through, it goes straight down. So this is why I do this map first, because I couldn't see none of these seeds that I just put in, but it's okay because on the map I know it's the 3rd row over. So with these, I make 2 big holes. And I put the part, you know when you crack seeds and it opens at the bottom? I put that part down because that's where the root is going to come from first when it cracks open. Some people, they do soak their seeds first. Some people do. Some people don't. I wish I would have recorded the first video. Ian did a lot of work with that one, but like I said, we just don't want to make this video too long. So I'm just running through it real quick. Not rushing through, but running through. You can actually cover those back up. Next, I'm doing kale. Dwarf blue curved kale. You see them seeds in there? Most of my packages, once it's open, we get Ziploc bags to keep them in because we then label them. Like, for example, this red cabbage has 2019 on it. Supposedly, if you get it from the store, they're supposed to last up to 2 years. So we're gonna see. You're gonna see too, I guess, because you're watching with us.
Make it a little bit more than that way.
It's 3. 1, 2,
3.
3.
But right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take that one out.
How do you do that?
My nails. You guys, get your kids involved. Don't leave them out with this stuff. Normally Ian's doing a whole lot more. Don't leave them out. Get them involved. People use styrofoam cups. They use tissue paper, you know, the toilet paper, paper roll. They use those. They put a bunch of soil in the middle of it, and it sit in a tray, and then it grows out. You can use mason jars, but get your kids involved. Don't leave them out, because they're the main ones who should know how to do this. There you go. Cucumbers. You can put those other 2 in there. Them birds are going crazy. You pushed it in, the other 2 go in, the one underneath it. Next I'm gonna do beefsteak tomatoes.
Oh, so bug.
It's okay.
Wait, what are you doing?
How you doing? My neighbors just came home. It's really nice outside today. It's a good day to sit outside.
Wait a minute. Where's the other ones? Did you already bury
They're
them?
right there, love. I didn't put them in. So that's 6, so it's this one, right? Do them separate. And then the beefsteak tomatoes. They're like really thin seeds. Really, really, really thin. If you can see it.
So what's tomatoes?
Beefsteak. So they're kind of big, but we're going to do the super beefsteak ones next. You tired?
Just been learning a lot.
Let's see. What can we talk about while we're doing this? For those of you who didn't get to see the other video, a few things that you want to ensure you have are grow lights. You can go on Amazon, you can go to Walmart, you can go anywhere you want to go, as long as you get the grow light with the multicolors. Don't get the one color. So I have an LED grow light, and if you reach behind there, the box is there, and he can show you guys exactly what I have. So that is one of the grow lights that we have. It's like $12 at Walmart. Hold on. There you go. 24-inch LED grow light. It if you look at the bottom, it says red and blue, 75 watts. I think it's 12 actual watts. It should give you about 50,000 hours. We just got a light on the marketplace on Facebook. Someone was selling one for $6. Grab that up real quick. I just put the super beefsteak ones in. Next we're going to do some poblano and habanero peppers. These are small as well. The good thing is they're fat though. They're small and fat. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Yeah, it's the 9th row.
Oh. It's all like don't ever go with a point.
and then habanero. Seeds, it really doesn't matter. The goal here is to start keeping our own seeds. We actually found out we had some seeds inside of the basket that we were harvesting our vegetables with, because we had some old green beans and we just popped them open and we had the seeds in there.
Because if you have like green beans and like you leave them for like a long time and they start getting like dry, open it up and then you have like green bean seeds, I think.
Right, same for the okra and most vegetables. Okra is something that I really want to grow this year. I wonder what happened to my...
Did you clean it already?
No. If you get the drawer of seeds over there, you can find those. I was gonna do a Black Beauty eggplant seed as well. These are asparagus beans. So see if you can find eggplant. It shouldn't be, yeah, it shouldn't be that far down.
Oh, wait, what was it again?
Eggplant. Okay. This last row is going to be all flowers. This year I really want to grow some flowers, so I said, hey, we were in the dollar store. It's the other one. It might be mixed in here and I just don't see it. And you can look through that bunch too and see if I probably just didn't see it.
What I put the other eggplant?
You put it back in here. I know on most videos people fast forward through this process, but we're not, because we're beginning and we want people that don't know how to do this part to be able to see what to do.
Kind of like drawing when you fast forward to the whole video.
Yeah, well no, like we actually take the time to put the seeds in.
Oh, okra.
We have okra already planted in the other, and I will show you guys the other pan that's sprouted.
I don't see it.
That's fine, it's probably somewhere. I'll find it. We have a sterilite container that we store our seeds and small garden items in.
Ooh. I'm hearing a lot. I'm hearing a lot.
I'm supposed to do another thing of kale. Kale was supposed to come all the way down because kale grows beautifully throughout the summer. I guarantee it.
This is one more thing that doesn't grow beautifully with the summer.
What?
Rose bushes.
They do.
No, they don't.
Rose bushes? Ours did. It was the Japanese beetles. Those things are the devil. Beware of the Japanese beetles, because for some weird reason they've just been...
They eat it, they breathe it, everything. And we can't use anything on them, but we don't know if it's bees.
Well, you can use the stuff that they recommended, but the water and the soap, but you know, it's still hard.
We're not using one of these. We can use one of these. Am I spraying on there?
Yeah, we used that last year actually, but
Oh, I didn't know that.
you know,
We'll
it
use,
still
the
was
bigger
hard.
one.
So I'm doing some marigolds, some sunflowers, just some little things just in case we just to start. I can't wait till we can actually put stuff in the ground. I can't. It's like for the marigolds. I I'm too excited to get some land because
If this being land, we know. We just could never get the number.
oh yeah, we
Every
keep
time.
seeing some land by our house.
And then we just keep driving past it.
I know. Well, today we'll make sure we get it if we go out. So we got some sunflowers, nasturtiums. These were really pretty last year. Be careful, yeah. This one is the dwarf jewel. It's mixed colors. The seeds are pretty fat, so that was a good thing. So I'm doing 2 of these, but I'm going to do 4 of this one. The Express. No, this is Empress of India. This one was like a really pretty flower. Keep in mind, all of these seeds that I'm growing can go in a 12-inch smart pot. So even if you don't have the space to put it in the ground, they can go in a smart pot. I have a few bins that I'm going to show you. Oh, looks like I can only do 2 of these because I only have 2. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the dwarf one and do 2 more of those. So now all the seeds are in. Anne's going to package everything back up neatly while I push them in. Bear with me.
Wait a minute. I'm confused with 2. Oh, no.
One is empty. One of the nasturtiums are empty, so you can use that packet for something else.
No, it says both of these are like the same, but now I get it because one of them said that's what we did this from.
Yeah, but that one's empty, babe.
Huh.
That's what I was, yeah, it's
So
empty.
I can put the sunflower in there too.
You could put something else, yeah. And I'll just change the name on the outside of the package. So this is like the quick process right here. You're just getting it in the dirt. You don't have to go deep down in because they're really thin seeds. The only seeds that I push in are like the asparagus beans, the big nasturtium seeds, because they're bigger seeds. So yeah, they have to go in a little more. And you can actually use your nails too. You don't even have to really.
If you have like long nails, you can pick up the little seeds with your nail.
I'm gonna add just a little dirt to some of them because the dirt kind of went down, and that's the ones that had really big seeds. You don't have to do this, but you know, some of the stuff, yeah. Once you're finished, you're right back to the flat stage and you water again. You're watering again now because you want to wet the top, but this time you're going to saturate it. Well, it's too heavy.
You don't touch it outside?
It's okay. Pass me the there's a piece of tissue I had put over there. There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So now I'm saturating it because I'm not going to touch it for like 2 days. It's going to stay in the garage. We have a little greenhouse that goes outside in the summertime. And it's inside the garage right now. That's pretty hard. Spray. Even if it's high, you can spray light.
Like if you have like one of that only sprays like very hard in your plants, like you can like
Adjust the setting.
no, not like even like if you have like one that doesn't adjust, you can like lift it up like a little bit, and as it like falls down. It's like
Yeah, you can show them the little one we have over there that they can use as well. Okay, so this is done completely, and then we take this
the water bucket thing.
and we cover it just like that.
Huh?
And it's gonna go, the little tiny one, and it's gonna go inside of our greenhouse right here. We have some stuff stored in here. This is actually the case to what we use, Pro Hex. You don't have to get this expensive one. They have stuff at Dollar General that you can use, seed starter kits. They have little tiny ones. And like I said, you can use styrofoam cups, whatever works. Just whatever works. And this is the other little watering piece that you can use. It has a real tiny little spout. It's up to you. So. Yeah, I showed those on the last video. So I put this inside of the greenhouse and I zip it up. It stays dark in here. The only thing that really has light is the hold on, let me see if I can. This is my setup. Yeah. I adjust the light a little bit so that way both sides can get, but this was made for me because my other light blew out. And as you can see, it's different. It's blue and red, and everything's sprouting pretty nice.
Red? Oh.
And if you pass me the purple small book, I can kind of tell them what is what that's growing. I keep these Lysol wipes on deck because it's always a little dirty.
This one?
The small one. But I know these are lettuce. These should be Swiss chard. Sorry. These are Brussels sprouts. The parsley hasn't come up. It does take a while. The broccoli, the okra hasn't come up yet. Cauliflower, cabbage. Oh, I did do cabbage. It's okay. The peppers are going to take a while. That's why I have a heated mat underneath, if you can see it, because it needs a certain temperature. We're just taking a risk at trying it out. And that's about it. We will be back sometime before this week is out, because I do want to do a video showing you guys how to label your stuff. The stuff that's in there is about ready, but because all the seeds haven't sprouted, I don't want to stick this in there and destroy anything. We're at 32 minutes, and I promise to keep a lot of these videos under 40 minutes. This is one video that should be about 30 minutes. We don't want to speed through it because we don't really have anything else that we're doing today. But like I said, subscribe, share with your friends, and until next time, yes, leave a like, leave a comment, ask any kind of questions that you can think of. If you got something that you want me to show in a recording, you can do that as well, because we plan on documenting it all. So until next time, we'll see you, okay?
Bye.
Bye.
Ring that bell.